Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. On Friday, January 19, 2024, in the Days of Our Lives recap, Steve and Konstantin argued in front of the pub about who the pawn was. Steve Johnson performed a commendable job of hiding the pawn's identity. Highlights of the Days of Our Lives recap: Nicole also said farewell to Maggie, Eric, and EJ and left with Holly to go to a hospital in Italy. Alex saw a private moment between Brady and Theresa. And because of Lucas's recent injuries, a furious Kate yelled at Harris. Let's examine the specifics of what transpired now. Greetings, goodbye, Xiao. Maggie entered the hospital and joined Eric at Holly's bedside where he was praying. They were compelled to discuss the various ways that drugs and alcohol had an impact on not only their own life, but also Holly's. Summer, Maggie's daughter, and Daniel, her son, were on the list. Maggie added that Eric was eternally thankful to her for finding it in her heart to forgive him. Maggie also mentioned that Eric had been Holly's father for a longer period of time than EJ. Nicole packed away the rest of Holly's belongings at the Demira mansion. She got ready to take Holly to Italy. She also thanked EJ for helping to have Holly admitted to the hospital so she could receive treatment. She comprehended his necessity to remain behind. However, he assured her that he would quickly board a plane if she needed him. Maggie, Eric, and EJ later bid farewell to Holly and Nicole in the hospital. EJ promised Holly that he would bring her justice before they could go. A hazy winter hue. That is, until Brady and Alex got Theresa home. She was obviously still in a hard place since they had to stop her before she went back to getting stoned. Sadly, they were unable to stop her from snapping at the guys in her life. She accused Eric of avoiding conversation with Nicole. Then Alex for not hiring a capable attorney to handle the case. And lastly, Brady for his foolish take cover. She carelessly handled Grandma Caroline's rosary as her tirade came to an end. Maggie and Alex met as Alex was fetching Theresa some dinner. He informed her of Theresa's recurrence and expressed his concern. In fact, there was a pleasant exchange between the two during which they managed to talk without shouting. Maggie also gave Alex advice on how to deal with Theresa and to avoid passing judgment at all. Theresa, in contrast, felt instant regret for her return to her more rational self. In addition to all of her other horrible deeds, such as denying Xander Victor's inheritance in favor of Alex. After Brady got her excited, they grew closer and talked about their past romance. Oh, and Alex happened to see them kiss after that. Jail blues. Kate became enraged when Harris discovered at the prison that Lucas had sustained injuries. She placed the blame on the policeman, who had used the information Lucas had already given to try and secure his release. Regretfully, the judge dismissed it because, despite the fact that the information was accurate and led to 2 successful raids, it did not identify the source. Before Harris left Statesville, he was informed shortly after that a mystery person wanted to meet with him. Greek recollections. When Konstantin ran into Steve outside the pub, he used the chance to repeatedly bring up the term area in order to provoke a rise out of him. Konstantin was perplexed as to why Steve made an effort not to appear moved by area and why he would never discuss going there. Thus, Konstantin attempted to hit Steve once more. He asked if he was familiar with the pawn this time. That elicited a small response, but Steve covered again. Konstantin claims that the pawn had a significant influence on both Victor's and his lives. It seems that he was unaware of the pawn's identity, having just laid eyes on him. He's sure Steve could have told him, though, but the Black Patch investigator turned him down. Konstantin seems determined, almost desperate, to learn the truth. At last, Steve and Konstantin were still arguing fiercely about who the pawn was. Suddenly, Maggie turned the corner and saw the two on the verge of fighting. The Monday, January 22, 2024, Days of Our Lives spoilers hint that Alex will see Theresa and Brady enjoying a unique moment. Watch the drama play out on TV. This is about to get ugly for Alex Kyriakis. Days in Our Lives highlights of spoilers. Is Alex the romantic man? Well, not really. He is a guy, nevertheless, in a way. Furthermore, he won't be amused to see Theresa making love to another man, especially when her ex is the other guy. When Alex notices this sensual lip lock, he's shocked. He's a little taken aback and unsure about what to do next. Does this imply that he and Theresa are no longer dating? She had already told him to get lost. Will she make an attempt to reunite with Brady? If Alex wants Theresa all to himself, is he in for a fight? Criminal Minds. When Steve is cornered by Maggie and Konstantin, keep an eye out for him to start feeling hot. She confronts him and asks for explanations for all that is happening. Will Steve be able to defend himself and show that Konstantin is nothing more than a cunning con artist on the low? How do you feel? Leave a remark. In relation to villains, Harris visits Clyde. Harris is intent on putting an end to Clyde's reign of terror because he hasn't let a small thing like being in prison stop him from committing crime after crime. Jailbird, enough is enough. I apologize, Mom. In the meantime, Eric apologizes sincerely to his mother for Sloane's failure as a dinner host. His wife embarrassed herself by striking the bottle with excessive force. Will Marlena treat a nervous new mother with grace and never point the finger at her? Even though it was a bit excessive. The week is going to kick off big on Monday, January 22, according to Days of Our Lives spoilers. Days in Our Lives highlights of spoilers. 2 ex-boyfriends are seen lip-locking by a new boyfriend, a friend is being questioned, and a police officer and a criminal are engaged in combat. What kind of drama is the show on Monday expected to have? It's time to get started. Days of Our Lives. Alex Kyriakis witnesses Theresa Donovan kissing her ex Brady Black, according to Monday, January 22nd DOL spoilers. Alex Kyriakis will witness Theresa Donovan kissing her ex. Fans have been waiting for this scene in the Days winter preview video, and it will finally happen on Monday. Days in Our Lives warning, January 22. Monday, caught in the act, asking questions. Police versus Criminalis, the kiss signaling the end of Theresa and Alex's relationship, even though the former couple has gotten close via their son's courtroom turmoil and Theresa's relapse. DOL spoilers. Maggie Kyriakis asks Steve Johnson for clarification. Around town, January 22nd day teasers for Days suggest that Maggie Kyriakis will question Steve Johnson about his background, aided by Konstantin Milionis. It appears that Konstantin will turn the tables on his new adversary and that Maggie will have her friend trapped. Will Maggie find the answers she seeks from Steve? Days in Our Lives spoilers. Harris Michaels versus Clyde Weston. According to DOL teasers from Monday, January 22, Harris Michaels will pay Clyde Weston a visit while he's incarcerated. What happens when a criminal and a police officer square off? In unrelated news, Eric Brady is scheduled to pay a visit to his mother, Marlena Evans. It appears that he will express regret for Sloane Peterson Brady's actions the other evening when she became intoxicated at their dinner gathering. It appears that Eric is going to perform some damage control because Sloane Bologna, to put it mildly, had a little too much wine and made quite the spectacle. Are you anticipating the show on Monday? Post your comments below with your ideas. See what happens next by watching your favorite Peacock soap every day. And check SOS frequently for the most recent news, updates, and spoilers about Days of Our Lives. Thanks for watching if you like this video. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.